Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I got another, normally I would call it a white paper review, but this one doesn't have a white paper. They have everything spelled out on their website. So I have another project review for you today. And this one I'm actually super excited about personally. So before I jump into it and show you all of my excitement, let me give you the disclaimer about the normal process that we go through. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial professional. This is for entertainment purposes only and my personal opinion. So please make sure that you do your own research and make sure it's the best for your situation. Only you can decide that. Don't follow a YouTuber just because a YouTuber says so. So I hope you all enjoy this video. I'm going to walk through this again. This one I am super excited about uh, to the point where obviously I want to see how the gameplay itself goes. That this may go into my list of top games. Um, just from the review, talking with the team, the Discord is super engaged. It's very promising. We'll say that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is Waxel World, and I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Um, Essentially, what you're doing is right now you would go out there and you would get what they call ninjas, which is their primary NFTs, their primary NFT that goes around and does most of the gameplay. They get citizens turn into professionals, professionals make products, and the cycle continues. It's a simple design, but they have a lot planned for it. Okay. Let me first of all start off with I believe this project started out as just an NFT project, and they've gotten to the point where they've started developing gameplay to go along with it. It is not available yet. It is not launched, but from discussions on the Discord, it sounds like it's getting closer and closer to that point. They will not provide a date. They just want to make sure everything tests out and is in good condition before they launch it, because we know how the wax community is. If there's issues, they jump to the next one. So they want to make sure it's in good shape before they come out. So let's go ahead through the website here. There's a lot of information, so I won't go through a lot of it in detail. I'm actually thinking about doing separate videos for this in preparation going up to the launch. Um, right now, there are planned to be 10,000 ninjas. That is a lot. Each person can have 10 ninjas in their squad with the possibility of expanding it. So that number seems like a lot, but if this is as popular as I think it's going to be, that these are going to get pretty rare. The other neat factor is every single one of these ninjas are different, and you don't have like normal games where you just I'm diving a little far into here. Let me actually go ahead and go through this. As I mentioned, I'm going to jump over to here, the gameplay. If you scroll down, this is the flow. This is the flow within the game. Basically, you start out with a ninja. You can start from 1 all the way up to 10. Possibility of expanding that to a higher number in the future. What your ninjas do is they go out and they find citizens. And if you get enough citizens combined with what they call a book of profession, you can turn that group of citizens into uh, basically give them a profession. There's 3 different types of professions. There's gatherers. There are, oh, geez, I'm sorry, jumping around here. I just blanked on. They have gatherers, refiners, and crafters. So the 3 types there, basically your citizen professional is able to be equipped with different equipment that you can create from your professionals. They go out, for example, the gatherers go out and they mine, they bring back raw material. Your refiners turn it into bars or ingots, and then your crafters turn that into items that can be used and give you bonuses. So there's a cycle here. So there's always a burning process. They've added a lot of interesting burning processes that we've seen in other platforms, not necessarily in Wax, which I'll dive into here shortly. Um, Let me jump over. As I mentioned, there are 10,000 ninjas. all of them with different characteristics. They're neat looking. They're very simplistic. Sorry, they all have their own different traits. These are all the different traits for each individual ninja, and each one is different, and they also increase in rarity. For example, you could have a human, which is a common race, but they could have a black belt, which is a legendary characteristic. Um, so you have all different types of combinations, and obviously the higher rarities in each of the attributes, the better chance they have at finding citizens when they go out. And obviously, the more citizens you get, the more professions they can do, and more products you can create. And obviously, that's where the ROI kicks in. So obviously, you want the highest rarity. So ideally, you'd want a demon with red eyes, black belt, the mask, gold weapons. Obviously, the top tier to have the best rate of finding citizens. Um, I'm scrolling down here. This is the percentage if you open a pack of each of the attributes of getting the certain rarities. So as you can see, in order to get one with legendary rarity, overall it's roughly about a 12% to get one of those traits out of all of them to be legendary. But to get someone that has 6 legendary traits or matching uniform, that's when you're getting into some crazy percentages, which is neat because I've opened 3 packs so far. I haven't had the greatest luck. I did get some that have like epic characteristics. Nothing in the legendary, nothing anything beyond there. But it was neat seeing the different ones because they're all a little bit different. As far as getting your ninjas, right now you have 2 options. You have obviously the secondary market. There's a bunch of them out there, and they range from 72 wax all the way up to, if you get a demon, which is the legendary race, those are in the thousands of wax. The lowest is 3,000 wax, and obviously they're going to have the highest percentage. And if you start adding the additional attributes in here, like this one right here has gold weapons, I think it is. Yep, gold daggers. It's a black. Oh, that's not a black belt. Ooh, sorry. Sorry, trying to find. There's the belt, green belt. So it's still a decent belt there too. So this, I obviously don't think it's worth $50,000, but who knows? Down the road when the game launches, this may get a citizen every single time, which will definitely make it worth higher. The other option, other than the secondary market to get packs right now, is they do have a pack sale running, and I believe the pack sale, according to the Discord, is going till the end of this month. I have a sneaking suspicion it'll go at least till launch, if not past launch, because I think they want to get rid of the 10,000. And I don't want to say get rid of. They want to make sure that all 10,000 are available to be used. Um, so that's how you go out and get your ninja. Once you have your ninjas, like I said, they're going to go ahead and gather up citizens, and you need a certain amount, which hasn't been determined yet, of citizens and a book of profession to go ahead and make them into a professional. There's three types of professionals, as I mentioned before. We have 3 types of gatherers that collect. Basically, they wood, and we'll go through all these in a minute. Wood, ore, and cloth. And then you have refiners that go ahead and turn those products into ores or the cloth itself. And then you have crafters that actually make the individual products for them. So you're allowed to have 10 ninjas in your settlement. You're allowed to have 10 gatherers. I think it's 10 of each gatherer, 10 refiners, and the crafters are unlimited right now, I believe. There's a chance that you could expand those. You can bring those in. And sorry, I just read it as we were doing that. It looks like right now it's 5 citizens per. So the more ninjas you have going out there to get citizens, the higher rate you can turn them into professionals, and the higher output you can get, and obviously the better rarity. As far as the materials go, quick run through those. As I mentioned, you have the 3 gatherers. You got the miner getting ore, the lumberjack getting different types of wood, and the harvester getting cotton, flax, and silkworm. Once you bring those back to your settlement, you have the 3 refiners. Carpenter turns the wood into the actual wood planks. Blacksmith turns them into ores, or I call them ingots, they call them ores. And then you have this one who turns them into the different linens and the different types of cloth. And then once they're in the different cloths, uh, they will go ahead and be able to be refined into items. And these are the different items, and the items are able to be equipped by your different professionals to boost their productivity. For example, this mining cart will give you extra capacity to bring back, better luck as far as what kind of materials you bring back, and again, the rarity as far as what materials bring back. I believe that's the way it's considered. Lumberjack has a similar tools, different rarities, and then we've got down here with the farmer. And these are just, it looks like in order to build these, you need all 3 types of materials, which is pretty neat. So you're going to have to get it. Obviously, you would want to start with one of each just so you can start the production and then build from there. The one other thing that they have in this game that they don't have in other games, and I forget where they have it listed. I think it was here. Yeah, you have the ability, or just so there's not an oversaturation of citizens because of all the ninjas that are out there. They're actually what they call your professions are going to be used a certain amount of time. Professionals will be used a certain amount of time, then they'll be retired. Basically, they will not be able to be used anymore. You can't replenish them, or you can't give them energy back. They essentially get burned. And when you burn them, you have a chance of getting another citizen. But it's an extra burning mechanism again, so we don't get oversaturated with citizens and professionals. It's a way to keep a balance to the market. So you always want to be sending your ninjas out, getting citizens. If you have too many citizens, you can hold them off to the side, or you can sell them on the secondary market, which is really neat. It sounds like essentially everything that you create in the game can be sold on the secondary market, which I like a lot. And this is just the beginning of it. Let me jump to the roadmap. Um, as I mentioned, this project's been around since this time last year. They've been working slowly and methodically at it just to make sure that everything's working the way it is. The audience that they've built in the Discord, you can tell, is not just a group that jumps from one project to another. They're very vested in this. They're very excited about this project. And the more I learned about it, the more I talked to people, the more excited I'm getting about this project. Uh, but they're down here. This is the game launch, as I mentioned. They right now it's targeted for this quarter. No exact date. I have a feeling it'll go into early Q2 before the game is actually launched. The Ryu, who's the lead, mentioned that they are doing testing right now on it. As far as the next steps go, they have a whole list of items that they want to add to it. So what I just went through, which is a lot for a first phase of a game, which is insane for a first phase of a game, because usually you just have stake them, click, click, click. That's it. They are trying to make it complex from the beginning and then add additional stuff down the road, additional heroes, professions, systems. They're going to add pets. If I jump back over here, I think it was at the bottom. Not all the way to the bottom. There we go. Um, they have heroes they're talking about, additional lore, different professions, housing, which I'm assuming some sort of land sale. They're going to add pets and so forth. So I would keep this on your radar. It's not launched yet. I would do your research to see if it's something. Like I said, I've already bought 3 ninjas, if that says anything about it. Normally, what I do is I get the lowest rarity of a game, test out the game, see if it's a game that I enjoy. So there's not usually a point where I buy in early. But this does have me excited. A lot could change. They could continue to push this all the way to the end of the year, and uh, something else better may come out. They may get the gameplay, and it's not what I expected. There's always things that can change, but as of right now, I'm excited about it. I hope you find this type of video something that you enjoy. If you do, please comment down below. Also, let us know if this is something that you're interested in. I will be doing additional videos of this. Like I said, I might do a full video explaining the ninjas and the different rarities and those types of things. Obviously, when the game is launched, I'll do pre-launch and also a gameplay types of videos. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.